It's gonna get down to maybe freezing. We might be moving in sooner than anticipated. I know the doggos are gonna be super excited about staying in the dome together. You should not plan on sleeping well, that's for sure. All right, y'all, so it is actually kind of chilly. We got a cold front rolling in, y'all. Now, if you're new to the channel, my wife and I, we live off-grid here in the Arizona desert, and we're building our own earth bag home. And we might be moving in sooner than anticipated. It is gonna be cold tonight. In the morning, it's gonna get down to maybe freezing. So the warmest place to be right now might be in the dome. Now, in preparation for these cold temperatures, I picked up a big buddy heater because we might need it for being inside the dome. Now, this morning it was pretty cold. It was like maybe mid-40s. And the temperature inside the dome was still 63, 64 degrees. So it might be warm enough without this, but I got this just in case. I know the doggos are gonna be super excited about staying in the dome together. You can see how excited she is already. Uh-oh, Jess is out here with me. Now, this morning was cold, eh? It's like a preview of what's gonna happen tomorrow morning. So the temps this morning was like mid-40s. And I know you do not like the cold at all.
No, I don't. And it's kind of windy too, which makes it feel even more cold.
Even just the sound of the wind makes you feel, it brings the chill to your bones. But I'm really excited about the possibility of spending the night in the dome. How are you feeling about it?
Kind of nervous.
What makes you nervous?
Mostly the dogs. They've never actually like slept in the same area together before. I'm kind of anticipating not sleeping well.
You should not plan on sleeping well, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna get the big buddy heater into the dome. You wanna help me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about the big buddy heater, so I thought this would be great for the dome until we got our rocket mass heater installed. Yo, you're right, Jess. I think we got a little bit of work to do before making this like a comfortable, cozy hangout spot for us. I think I want to get that ladder out of here, get these bins out of here, and then we'll get set up. But let's see how this thing looks like. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty jazzed about this. Whew. This is the deluxe model. Oh yeah, that'll heat up a spot for sure. You can put 2 canisters in here at the same time, but I'm also gonna see if eventually we can hook up like one of the bigger propane tanks to it, and I'll clue them in on a little something. It seems like our RV heater always has trouble starting up just about every winter season, and this is no exception. But we've been trying it. We tried it a number of times this morning because it was colder and it wasn't starting up. We've taken a little break from building the home to work on redoing our solar racks. Now, that rack was meant to be temporary, so we decided to put something stronger and longer lasting in its place. Now, in the last video, I took the time to take everything down, get it out of there. Now I'll be working on putting the posts in the ground, getting them all squared up, getting them ready for that next step. We got all the materials. I cannot wait to get this underway. What's going on? Who is it? Who is it? We got some of the old stuff we brought up with us from the city inside this shipping container. So I think we're gonna grab our air mattress and we'll grab just a sleeping bag. Let's get cozy. Oh, all right, all right. Air mattress, just a sleeping bag. Oh, we got the pump in there too. Excellent, okay. I know some people are going to disagree with me about this. No, this is mine. This is mine. You can't have that. You can't have that. No, you can't have that. She wants my gloves, I think. You want my gloves? You can't have them. Daddy's got some work I gotta do. Daddy's got work. Daddy's got work I gotta do. Yeah, Daddy's got work. You gonna... Daddy's got work. You can't have those. I've used it over. I know generally people they'll dig a couple of feet in the ground, put the posts in, then use cement, and that would be the way to go. But if I have to dig 8 2-foot holes, I mean, it's gonna take days just for that. I mean, it is tough getting down that far with the digging stick. So I'm gonna use these concrete piers, but then I'll be putting gabions around the top. So there's a multi kind of step process. And we already know this will work. I mean, it's pretty much the method that we use for this roof. It's holding up really well. It'll work fine for the solar rack. So I'm gonna start attaching these right now and put the posts on there. I should be able to do these ones fairly easy. I might need help for the 7-foot posts. I'm gonna be using a combination of screws in here, and then I'm gonna bolt it in as well so that it's really secure. Haha, gotta take care of the plant babies. How many plants are you bringing in here?
I don't know yet.
That's scary. You've really been hiking the plants in.
Yep, this is the last of them.
All the plant babies will be safe. Now you gotta carry them all the way up there.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey, you remember we were building this dome and we'd be using this ladder to bring material all the way up there?
Yep.
Oh, got the caps. What you doing?
Trying to keep cold air out.
Well, we had a storm roll through. Didn't say anything about rain on the forecast. And then last night, a pretty decent storm rolled through. Crazy winds. Looks like about 3/10 of an inch. Uh-oh. Yubi wants to run and play. I already let her out for a little bit, and she just ate breakfast, so she's gonna have to sit tight for a little bit before wandering around. But, you know, so that rain came and I was not prepared for it. I did not think we would be getting rain. I have bags of cement that was sitting in a cart. It's under the roof, but still kind of exposed. So I'm hoping it's not damaged or anything. We'll see if I can still use it. But man, I had some of my battery powered tools out last night, just a couple, but still you don't want to leave tools out in the rain. I should have maybe prepared for that, you know, and I don't know. I mean, I just had all these panels and, well, the panels might have gotten clean. The box I was a little most concerned about because the box is still kind of open. So I was afraid of water getting in there, but I don't think we've suffered any ill consequences from that. So today is going to be definitely a low energy day. I just don't see us collecting a ton of energy, being that the panels are on the ground and it's a super cloudy day. So we'll definitely have to take it easy on the power today. So I got to get out here. I got to get moving because I got to get these panels off the ground. I mean, javelina could come on and stomp on them or something like that. Wouldn't be good. 48.2 volts. And we're pulling a little bit of energy. So we're definitely not bad off. With the amount of panels, even though they're lying on the ground, I think we'll still get a full charge even on this cloudy day. But we'll see. Okay, so I decided to make things a little easier, and all those 2x4s that I had laying off to the side, I thought that would be a great way of kind of getting this laid out. And as you can see, it takes a slightly different trajectory than what I had before. Before I kind of had it facing magnetic south, but this should now be facing more of true south. So I think that'll make things a little bit more efficient. Now I just got to make sure these angles are square, and then I can get to work. All right, so it took a little bit, but there she goes. Oh, don't step on the panels. Oh. See, got to get the panels off the ground for that specific reason. But anyway, I've got everything squared out. Took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but we're there. Everything's looking really good. At least good enough where I can start. She always wants to help. But good enough where I can start getting some of these holes done. I'm gonna get these holes dug. I need to do 8 of them. Let's get started. Oh my goodness, someone's been busy. The post holes are supposed to go over there. And you're getting the panels all dirty. Oh my goodness. Oh, careful. Careful, don't step on them. Oh my goodness. Oh, she got that thing pretty deep. She's a pretty good post hole digger. You're a pretty good digger. You're a pretty good digger. Been taking a little while, but I got all my post holes dug. 8 of them. Woo, that was busy, but I got it done. Plenty of time. I'm gonna get my posts in there, get them squared up, get them right where I want to be, and then it'll be time to set them in the concrete. Whew, getting there. I think this will be the hardest part. It'll be easier putting everything together, I think. All right, so I am making some excellent progress here. I got the front posts in place. I ran a string line from one side to the other. Everything's looking pretty good, except this post will have to come back by about 6 inches. So I'm gonna dig this out, move it back. Once it's in place, then I can start on the back posts. Get those just right. Julie, it's your bed. Jess is going to get crew, and then we're all going to spend the night together like a family. Oh, that's a good girl. All right, that's it. We're all sealed in, and we're not leaving until you two become the bestest of friends. Bestest of friends. Well, unfortunately, it looks like it's just going to be me and Yuvia here in the dome. Her and crew couldn't get along. It's a shame. Yuvia was pretty chill like she is right now, but crew was not having any of it. He did not want to play this game, and the two went at it. I think crew got the most of the injury. I think he got a little scratch on his forehead, but other than that, he seems to be okay. Hopefully we can have these two get along, but I don't know. Maybe Crew's just set in his ways, man. I don't know if he wants to deal with her. She seemed okay. You know, if he could just be calm and cool, I think she would be calm and cool, and they could coexist. But we'll see. Meanwhile, we're just chilling in the dome here, and we got the big buddy heater, and then the lights work, but I'm just using the Ryobi light as kind of like a little night light, and we're going to settle in for the night. All right, y'all. Good night. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's just me and Yuvia here in the dome. 3:30 in the morning. I'm awake, but not too bad in the dome. So it is probably mid to low 30s right now. It's supposed to touch freezing. And right now it's just under 61 degrees in the dome. It's feeling pretty good. A little chilly. I mean, I have this on. It would feel much worse without it. But wasn't too bad. It was a very nice sleep in here. Well, it is a frosty morning. We had our first freeze. I think it got down to 28 degrees. I almost wasn't ready for that. But it was nice spending time in the dome. First night in the dome. And, you know, it was pretty warm. We eventually did get the heater running in the RV, so the temps in there rose. And it actually got a little warmer in the RV than it was in the dome by like 1 degree. That's with the heater going. So I'm going to get to work, not letting the cold and the frost stop me. I just got to do a little digging, and then this post should be good. All right, Lumberjill. I got my Lumberjill out here. Jess, it's warm enough for her to be out here. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good in the sun.
With about 4 or 5 layers on, right? All right, Jess is gonna help me get these posts, these back posts in the ground, and get them situated. So, you ready?
Yep.
Why don't you grab the post, I'll grab the base here, and then we'll slide it into place.
Okay, where?
We'll just start here, and we'll work our way back that way.
So right there?
Yep. All right, perfect. Thanks for your help, ma'am. The sun is almost ready to set. If you look out here, it almost doesn't look any different than this morning. But I've actually been doing a lot of work out here. I have been spending the day getting this all squared out, getting it lined up. This is a critical juncture. The better I can get this, the easier all the next steps are gonna go. If I can get everything squared away and measured just right, everything should be able to go up much easier later on. So that is what I'm hoping to do. Jess is out here with me. She's gonna help me one last time, and we're just gonna do some final measurements. Remember how this morning it was just warm enough for her to come out. Now it is almost too cold for her to be out. Using the string line to check that, and it is just about perfect. It is incredible. And then checking the string line here again. it is just about perfect. Dang. So we're at 7 feet, 133 inches, 132 inches, just an inch off, but pretty darn close. So everything is nearly perfect, but this has to move like a couple inches over to the left here. Almost there. But tomorrow, concrete. All right, good morning, y'all. Now that I got everything straightened out, everything's looking real good, I'm making little collars for the posts to kind of raise up the concrete a little bit. So it's just above the ground a little bit. All right, so I got my collars on, and now I'm going to mix and pour the concrete. But before I do that, I'm just gonna double check all my measurements just to make sure nothing shifted during the night, make sure everything's still plumb, and all right, let's get going. Now, I'm hoping these bags are okay. The rain did hit some of these. Today's been a rough one. Just got feel terrible, came out of nowhere. Allergies maybe, I don't know. Sometimes things hit me like this. They'll kind of come out of the blue. Usually a good night's rest will cure it. But I did not expect this to take all day like it has. I just put those forms around, and the concrete's pretty much taken me just about all day. I might have been done a bit sooner, but I miscalculated the concrete I would need, and so I had to pick up a bit more. But I got the last 2 posts to do. Of course, they had tipped over, so I just gotta do some measurements, make sure everything's on the up and up, and then I can cement these last 2. Oh, I'm getting there. Well, good morning, y'all. I know it still looks like a little bit of a mess out here, but I was working late into the evening last night, but I got everything done. Now it's time to move on to the next step. So the solar panel rack's gonna have to go on hold for a little bit. We're gonna have another cold night, and I gotta get ready for that. We're gonna try and get the dogs together again, and this is the solution. We have a kennel. I just needed to pick up 1 piece to the kennel, and that's another kennel door. So we're gonna turn our 1 kennel into 2 kennels and see if the dogs can coexist like that. It should be interesting to see. I also got some propane refilled. Propane prices are crazy right now, so even these 2 containers was like, filling them up were like 20 bucks each or something like that. It's crazy. So instead of those little canisters of propane for the Big Buddy heater, because those things are even more expensive, I think it was like $10 for 2 little containers. So this should last a lot longer. I'm excited to get this hooked up to the Big Buddy heater. I have a longer hose and an attachment, so I'm gonna get all that set up as well. Ooh, I got a lot to do before tonight. Okay, so getting ready for tonight, I'm going to take apart this kennel and move it inside the dome. Means I gotta take the shade cloth off, I gotta take my pegboard down from the back. This shouldn't be too complicated. It'll just take a little bit of time. I gotta take off all this hardware and then get all these pieces inside the dome. And then of course get that other door panel in there, and basically we'll use that back panel as sort of like a separation between the 2 panels. So I got my work cut out for me. Let's get this done. All right, back at the shipping container. Jess is with me, but she's staring at a bug. as usual. What kind of bug you got over there? All right, so I'm pretty excited about this. Tell them exactly why we're at the shipping container.
Well, we're gonna attempt to pull out our bed.
Because right now we just got that inflatable mattress in there, right? Yeah. And 2 people cannot sleep on an air mattress, at least not if you're trying to get some sleep anyway. It's not gonna work. But how cool would it be to bring our actual bed in there?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a pain if we got to do like some mudding in there and stuff like that. All that stuff that we're bringing in might have to come out. But in the meantime, this might be a good way for the dogs to get together and just chill on some of those cold, cold nights. Oh, excuse me. Allow me. That was super creepy. All right, got the box spring. A little worn out in some areas. Probably some mice getting at it. Ugh. All right, Jess should be out here in a minute with the mattress. Was that a laugh?
It's heavy.
You got it, come on. All right, all right, all right. Okay, let me know when you're ready. We're gonna deflate the air mattress, get that the hell out of here. Need some help? Actually, looks like you're having fun. I'm helping. Oh. Still over there?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Wait, that's not how that's supposed to work.
Can you like roll it? Or
Yeah, that's what I was
it?
thinking. Like, should I start rolling it towards you? Ah! Oh my God, do you know how long it's been since we've been on a real bed?
Oh.
Woo! Oh, now I feel that's a real bed, y'all. Not some lame ass RV bed. Okay, dome's finished. This bed ain't going nowhere. We are going to attempt to get Crew and Yuvia. And did you already try? Did he go in the dome? Oh yeah, he wants treats. He'll go in for treats. Okay, he's in. Crew, you're in the kennel. Okay, you want me to do this? Whoa, they're in there. Oh, good. So good. Good job. Good job. Good girl. Good boy. Neither of them know what's happening, but as long as you're feeding them.
Keep the treats coming.
Oh. So I've spent a couple of nights in here now with Uvia. You tried to spend a couple of nights in here. It didn't quite work out. I got the heater working with the little propane tanks that worked for one night, but those little propane tanks don't last too long, and the attempt to put the bigger propane tank did not work out. I need to get like some kind of adapter or something. I was really surprised with the temperature in the dome so far. I think the lowest it gets is like the high 50s when the outside temperatures are like around freezing, around 32.
Actually, that's not bad at all, because what do we have the thermostat set to in the RV?
We try and keep it around 55 to maybe 60 or something like that inside there. So yeah, so far, like with the heater, it probably keeps that temperature around what the temperature inside the dome is, just without anything.
Yeah.
As the temperatures keep staying cold, the temperature in the dome will probably start to drop. I think it did get down into the 40s when we measured it last winter, right?
I think so.
Now, we still got to get those dogs together. Eventually, we're going to be spending the nights in here, kind of moving in. Crew's very regimented in all the things he does, and he doesn't like change. He's used to sleeping in the trailer. He's used to sleep. He's got his little bed in there that he likes to lay on. So this is going to be a change for him. So we got to like gradually get him used to being in the kennel, being on those cushions.
Yeah, and I think then make it like a regular part of his schedule.
Uvia is pretty cool. Sleeping in here, she just takes to the dome really well. She just sleeps on her cot and she's super comfortable, super calm. Once things start getting out of the ordinary, out of Crew's comfort zone, he starts crying. Mm-hmm. And he gets nervous and agitated. And then she responds in kind. He's got a lot of anxieties. And if he's nervous, that's going to make her nervous because she's going to be like, what's up with this?
Well, I think she has some anxieties too. Like, she does seem nervous around larger dogs.
For sure. Like, always cautious about dogs her size or bigger.
So unfortunately, it's not a great mix for the two of them. Them being larger dogs, you know, we have to be extra careful, like how we get them together.
Yeah, because in that night we tried getting them together at both sides of the room. Crew actually came out with a little bit of a injury on his forehead. So luckily that wasn't worse. We attached these dogs to a couple of cinder blocks, but
they can move those cinder blocks like nothing if they really want to.
When she had the motivation, she moved those cinder blocks like she wasn't even attached to them. It just barely slowed her down a little. I think bringing the kennel in here is a good opportunity. Obviously, it takes up most of the half of the dome, so I don't know if it'll be a permanent part, but if we have to spend our evenings in here, I think it'll be a nice spot for the dogs. I think we got ourselves a new home. Kind of a dirty, torn up home a little bit, but it's a home. All right, y'all, thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye. Is this, are you here now? Is this where you live? Good night, y'all.